One. Hello, everyone. It's another version of Better Call Art. And today we're with Todd Lee with Amore Financial. Hello, Todd.
Hi, Art. How are you today?
I'm doing great. And how about you?
Fantastic. Living the dream.
That's great. Hey, so one of the talk track that I wanted to have today and I had this come up just a couple of weeks ago, and Todd was able to help me out. I thought this would be a great talk track for everyone. And the question is when a client asks you, what is the interest rate on a lease? Well, how do you answer that? Todd, help us.
First off, you want to understand what's the question behind the question. They're asking that question for a reason. They may be trying to squeeze every bit of profit out of a deal they possibly can, your profit, your commissions, and they might be trying to just understand. So a good response is, Art, that's an interesting question. Why do you ask? And maybe you'll tell me the question behind the question. But the first thing you should do is make sure that they understand you're not a CPA. So the typical response is, that's a great question, and I can't answer accounting questions because I'm not a CPA. The best source for questions like this would be with your accountant. However, I can give you information based on general business knowledge.
Right.
And in that case, most organizations will consider an FMV lease as an operating expense, not a capital expense. And a capital expense has, if there's a loan for a capital expense, there is an interest rate. But because it's a usage agreement, you're just paying to use this device over the term of the agreement, operating expense. So it gives you financial benefits that people usually write off as a business expense.
Right.
And because there's not a defined purchase amount at the end, it's purely an operating expense. And at the end of the term, the lessee has the ability to acquire the technology for some future determined fair market value, or refresh the technology and get the latest and greatest from you. So that's the best way to answer the question, in my opinion.
I would agree. I would agree. Instead of getting into the weeds with the client, trying to maybe say what the interest rate is, it's only going to get you in trouble. And just go back and say, hey, here's all the information you need, your accountant needs. Go back and have a talk with them, and then get back in touch with me, and let's figure out, how we can give you a solution for your financial question.
Right. Yeah. And the most important thing is to make sure you understand what's the question behind that question.
Right. Right.
So how did your situation turn out?
My situation, actually, after I took my cues and the information you gave me, I ended up getting the $30,000 order documents within the next 48 hours.
Congratulations, Art. Well done.
I appreciate the help. So everybody, even someone like me who knows all of this information, obviously at times it's too much information because I try and help too much and give out too much information. I got into a pickle trying to answer what the interest rate is when I shouldn't have. So then I said, let me call my guru, let me call Todd Lee and let him explain this to me and refresh my memory and help me. And he actually did a great job. And Todd, I want to thank you again for that. But again, I thought the question, because I'm sure a lot of other reps get caught up in the same thing I get caught up in, and we try to give an answer when we really should be just putting it off to the expert.
Yeah, that's so right. So you want to make sure that you have continued communication with your customer, but you can't give them accounting advice, because even if you play one on TV, unless you are an accountant, you can just give general business knowledge based on your experience.
Right. That's great. That's great. Hey, Todd, I want to thank you very much for
No, thank you, Art.
being on another version of Better Call Art. And everybody, if you continue if you're interested in additional content, please make sure you like and subscribe to our Facebook page, and we'll make sure we keep giving you more content. And please look forward to just about every week now, we're going to be releasing or dropping new content as to all this really cool leasing content that we all should know. Right? Right, Todd?
Yes, sir. We all should know everything, but we can't, so you have to know, who can I call? Some cases you better call Art. Some cases you better call Todd Lee at Amore.
There
And
you
if you
go.
want to, my number is 952-994-0623 or TLEE@amuref.com. Thanks, Art.
Fantastic. Thanks again, buddy. All right, we'll talk soon.